Hey there, I'm Trevor Houston, the creator of the Who You Know Summit, and I'd like to welcome you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
On our program, we'd like to show you the job search like you've never seen.
Everything from getting noticed by employers, how to properly format your resume, and how to network effectively using LinkedIn to drive recruiters to your profile.
We even take suggestions from our amazing community.
So if you want to learn all things job search, go ahead and subscribe now.
Focus! It's all about the job search. So if you want to learn how to land that next success, you heard them. All you got to do is subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Yeah, who you know?
Yeah, what he said.
who you know can make all the difference in your job search. Guys, we're super excited you're here with us. Let's get to the audience. I want to hear from you. First of all, I want you to tell me real quick, what are you searching for? Tell me in the comments, put hashtag, project management or QA, accounting and finance, whatever it is the heck you do. I want to hear from you, and that way our recruiter friends can come pick you out. How about that?
That's what we want.
That's what we want. So let's go to the audience real quick. What do you think?
Who do we got?
I see, Lena Stutz was reaching out to Christie Browning. Lena Stutz, I didn't know you knew Christie. Lena Stutz is the best. She is the author of Stutz Boost.
Stutz Boost.
We've got Isabella Lundberg, Milena Bugleva, Reggie Hansen, Mary Pasova, Annette Chody, Kathy Mateer. Hey, Kathy.
Hey,
Michael
Kathy.
Seep, and Manila Patel.
All right, so Michael Ball says hashtag HRIS. We got Jim Bollard, hashtag enterprise sales. Okay, so any recruiters out there need to go check him out. Hey, I see your wife out there, Uni Elder, in the house. Neil, IT and finance, appreciate you being here. Kim, HR director. Hey guys, we really appreciate you coming, spending some time with us. It is Who You Know Wednesday.
Who you know?
Who You Know Wednesday. We've been going all day, y'all. I'm in the flow. Anybody know what the flow is? Y'all heard of the flow? I'm in the flow.
You're in the flow?
We've had the summit.
You and I need
We've
to talk.
We've had the flow. We've had the flow. We've had the summit. We've had Coach's Corner. I've had breakfast with champions, lunch with champions. We've had the show today.
Today was wild.
I'm renaming it. It's no longer Hump Day. It's Who You Know Day.
Who You Know Wednesday. That's what it is. Who You Know Wednesday.
I miss Coach's Corner.
You did miss Coach's Corner.
Well, you were in
today.
HR.
I was in HR, yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now what I want to know, where are my first-timers at? If this is your first time watching the Who You Know Job Networking Show, I really want to welcome you to the community, to the family. This is a big old family.
It's a big old family.
Get in the comments real quick. I want you to just put hashtag first time. We want to hear from you as well. So if you guys can take a look for that. And then, scale of 1 to 10, y'all, I like feedback. I want to know where you're at. Okay, we had some folks last time that were like 2s and 3s, and I got to lift you up, okay? I don't care what I got to do to get you up, but I want to know where you're at today. Where are you? Are you an 8, 7, 6, 5? 10 is the best. I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, and then what we'll do is we're going to recap at the end of the show to see if this show's lifted you up.
Yep.
We want your feedback.
We're going to pump
Oh,
you
my
up.
God.
Wow, okay.
Hey, Cat O'Toole.
All right. Y'all be on the lookout for first-timers. Be on the lookout for that. Guys, I want to go ahead and bless the show with a prayer for the audience. Guys, bow your heads with me real quick.
Am I going to do that?
Oh, yeah, you got the prayer today.
Yeah, we're going to switch it because I got a special prayer.
Yeah.
We actually have lost a fellow job seeker, somebody that's been in the network for a while. David Martinez has passed away. It was sudden in his sleep. So we just want to lift him and his family up in prayer. So bow your heads with me, guys. Dear Heavenly Father, you're just an awesome, magnificent Father, and are there for us, take care of us, and watch over us, even though we may not always feel it. And dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for everything that you do for us, everything that you give us and bless us with. Even though we may not always feel it as well, we are always blessed, and we have so much to be thankful for. I want to just lift up the job seekers to you. A lot of them are, going into extended searches, perhaps. I have a lot of doubt and uncertainty, and I just want to pray that you would lift them up, hold them close to you, give them comfort. If not that certainty, at least give them comfort that you've got them. And I pray that you would Also be with David Martinez's family. Dear Lord, he was very young and certainly did not expect losing him to you, dear Lord. But you've called him home, and I just pray that you would give peace and comfort to his family in what they're going through and dealing with this loss, in particular his daughters. So be with them. Help us to preach your word, to speak your word, that you'll speak through us to our audience. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
If we could just have a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I hate to, kill the mood and all. We were getting you all hyped up, but, hey, let's keep rolling. We got a lot to be grateful for, a lot to be thankful
Good show
for.
today.
I got some thanks to give out to some of our first timers. Thank you so much for being here, Deborah. I appreciate you being here, Deborah. Thank you so much, Trish. Thank you for being here. I'm not gonna say your name right. I'm just gonna tell you right now, Abneshek Deshmusk. Appreciate you being here. You'll learn something about me. I'm awful with names. Okay, so just going to throw that out there. And Meyer Den, good to see you. Kat Tool, good to see you. We got a lot of first timers in the house. Catherine Miner, good to see you. Simona, man, we got a bunch. Thank you for being here today. Each one reach one, guys. Here's what we want to do. This is a community. This is a family. So if you're finding some value today, all you got to do is tag a friend, somebody that you think could value from the same information. We appreciate that. So we got a lot to be grateful for. We have landings. We have people that are crushing it in the job search game, and they're doing amazing things. So let's give a warm round of applause and donut emojis. We have something we do with the donut emojis. Okay, just put your donut emojis out there for Angela Evans. Congratulations, Angela Evans. We got Joe Della Torre.
De La Torre. Yeah,
I got that one right.
Della Torre.
We got Tom Davis. That's
Tom
an easy
Davis.
name to say.
Yeah.
Tom, I appreciate you. Russell McCall.
Russell McCall.
What else you got?
We got Vivian Williams.
Vivian.
Hot off the press, Vivian Williams.
Yeah, we were
Congratulations.
talking to Vivian this morning.
Caroline Liddell. Congratulations, Caroline. John Murray. Congratulations, John Murray.
Yeah.
Some of you may know Bobby Sanchez.
Bobby
Sanchez.
Yeah, Bobby.
Congratulations, Bobby.
Yes. So, and I got a bunch more. Audra Rodriguez.
Yes.
Ashley Duntley.
Yes.
Katie Samuels.
Woo.
Diana Mantaghi.
Yes.
Paul Martin and Wes Harden. Congratulations,
Wes Harden.
everyone.
Yay.
Let that be an encouragement to you. A lot of activity. Tons of activity.
That's a lot of landings. I'm just going to throw a mic for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for y'all. That's for the audience.
I mentioned this earlier today, but the jobs report last week was awesome.
Yes.
Way better than expected. You guys, keep your activity up because people are hiring big time.
Yes, they are hiring. They are hiring. Okay. So I got the tip of the week this week, and I'm going to flip it. Y'all heard me talking about it. You heard me saying it all the time. You're like, what is Trevor doing over there in Clubhouse land? I'm going to flip it again. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on in Clubhouse land. All right. Clubhouse is this new social media app, okay? And it's only on iPhone right now, and it is networking on steroids. So my question for you is, this is the Who You Know Job Networking Show, right? Job networking. And what did I just tell you? Clubhouse is networking on steroids. I've seen some just phenomenal things happen there. And guess what? I also got some news that LinkedIn is making their own version as we speak.
Say what?
Yep, they're making their own version, so it's not going anywhere. It's going to come here, and you are going to need to know how to navigate that tool to be able to position yourself as the thought leader in your industry.
That's right.
So, because of that, I would like to open an invitation and have you guys come hang out with me. If you have an iPhone, come hang out in Lunch with Champions or Breakfast with Champions. It's the groups that I'm part of over there that we're running, and some really cool, fun stuff's happening. Now, it's not going to all be about job search.
Right.
Okay, you're not going to come over there and then get in and hear a bunch of job search stuff. Okay? Right now, Clubhouse is a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, and so you're not going to hear a lot of job search stuff, but you've got business owners, you've got companies, you've got people there.
It's not just millennials?
It's not just millennials, no. You're going to get,
Gen Zs?
if you can get up on stage, the goal, guys, is to get on stage. The goal is to get on stage. And if you can get on stage and be able to position yourself as the thought leader, maybe you can even ask, guys. Asking is part of networking, right?
You have not, for you ask not.
There you go. Asking you shall receive. So to get up on stage and to say, hey guys, I'm here. I'm actually in transition right now. I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. Like, you need to have your elevator pitch down and say, hey, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. And if you know of any companies, I'm looking at Toyota and Raytheon and whatever. I would love an introduction. You will just be blown away and shocked at what could or potentially will happen for you in Clubhouse and what will be the new LinkedIn version of it coming soon. So come hang out with us. That's my tip of the week. Clubhouse, navigate those waters. Figure it out now while it's early. Be an early adopter, and you'll see growth, and you'll see doors open.
Meg Rose says we love millennials, by the way, so she's got your back.
Thank you. Appreciate you,
Hey,
Meg.
Meg Rose, this one's for you. How do you weigh a millennial?
Wow.
Instagrams.
Oh, wow.
Dude. You got it. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Look at my mouth.
Come on, son. Wow. Mark with the dad jokes. Love it. Okay, guys, we got to go to a real quick break, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we got Christie Browning in the house, and I promise you, okay, she's going to shake you up and leave you motivated, all right?
Get the
don't
mics
go
ready.
anywhere. We'll be right back.
How are you spending extra time at home? Perfecting kitchen skills? Learning a new language? What about your education? At Waldorf University, we're offering 25% off your first online course. It's your time. It's your future. Start today.
Hey, Trevor Houston here, and if you're looking for connections to opportunities, free seminars and workshops, to the knowledge and tools you need, and individualized one-on-one coaching for solid plans and solutions, Career and Financial Services is here for you, with a holistic approach to educate, empower, and guide you to achieve your desired future. Call today to learn more about how the coaches can assist you to reach your career and financial success.
Hi, my name is Kelly Bryan, and this is my first LinkedIn video. I am looking for my next opportunity in sales or customer success in the healthcare industry. I have sold capital equipment to hospitals, and most recently, I sold software to the manufacturing industry. I have experience with onboarding, training, and educating of a customer on all of our product lines. My true passion is maintaining and upselling a customer to be a lifelong client. I am looking to grow my network and be more active here on LinkedIn, so please tag any professionals below that you think I should connect with, and thank you.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who y'all know? Who y'all know?
Who you know?
Who you know
I
can
know
make
Linda Moydell. Hey, Linda.
all the difference in your job search. Guys, I'm super excited because we got a very special guest in the house, and it's going to get real, y'all. We finna get real up in here.
From
Okay, let me read the bio.
Keeping it real.
From Indy.
Can I read the bio? Let me read the bio.
Yep.
Read the bio.
Let me do it.
Come on.
So we got Christie Browning. She is on a mission to encourage, empower, and inspire others as a motivational and inspirational speaker, author, and coach. Be warned! Christie will shake you up and leave you motivated to live a bigger and bolder and brighter life. Everybody welcome Christie Browning.
And that is no lie either.
Hey guys, glad to be here today with you.
Oh, we're excited you're here. Before we dive into what you do professionally and all of this fun stuff, I got a question for you. We're gonna play a game, okay? You ready to play a game?
Here we go.
Oh no.
All right, so here's the game. We're gonna play Would You Rather, okay? And this is for the audience too. For the audience, I want you to go ahead and get in the comments. I want you to tell me, would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors,
Wow.
or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren?
Oh.
Ooh, I know.
Oh.
What would you rather, Christie? I want to hear from you.
I think I would like to go to the past and meet my ancestors, because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've come back from. So
Yep.
ancestors all the way.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Mark, what you think?
Okay. I'm the same. I'm adopted, so I know nothing. So if not just my medical history alone, knowing what that is, that would be great. But yeah, ancestors all the way.
What about you?
I just did the ancestry.com,
Oh, did you?
The put in the test tube, the spittle.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself.
Come on, son.
Are you 50% Korean?
No.
Oh.
Wow.
No, I got stuff all over the place. So I agree with Christy. I would do the past thing. I want to know, because I can only go so far back on my mother's side. My dad's side, we tend to go way, way, way back.
Yeah.
Back
Okay.
to England, believe it or not.
So y'all flipped my answer, okay? All of y'all flipped my answer. I want you to know that right now. So I was gonna say into the future to meet my grandchildren. Then y'all started talking about the ancestors, and I was like, those are all great points.
But you might be dead.
And then I thought, you know what? My great-great-grandchildren are probably gonna be obnoxious. I thought about that, right? I mean, you're gonna love them because they're your great-great.
It's like Marty McFly when he sees this.
Yes. If you live to see your great-great-grandchildren, that's something to go forward for.
Yeah.
My great-grandma was the bomb.com. Love, shout out to my great-grandma.
Oh, you got to meet her.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and audience, I want you to tell me, what do you want? You want past or future? Okay, so we had fun. Christy, thanks for playing Would You Rather with us. Now let's get to the real serious stuff. She's like, y'all are crazy. Okay.
We are, Chris.
So you're a motivational speaker. You've been on many stages, including TEDx. That's awesome. I like that. I want to know how you got there. How'd you get there?
I actually was home from work. I was working a real job at the time, and I was homesick from the flu and was laying in bed trying to keep some crackers down, scrolling through social media, and I saw somebody throw up a post that there was an application process for TEDx in my area. And I thought, well, let's try it. Let's just see what the application process looks like. I literally had my phone laid up against a pillow as I was typing in my answers because I was too weak to hold it in my hand to do it. So I don't even know what I told them in that application, but something got me to the next stage. The next stage was a video. You had to record a video and submit it, which was great. I'm fine with that, but I had just had a car accident about 3 weeks before the video was due, and my eyes were black and swollen. I was all banged up and bruised up from the car accident. And so I had to preface the video by saying, I promise by the time we do this event, I won't look this scary. But I persevered and did it anyways and sent it. And somehow, by the grace of God, I was given the opportunity to be on that red dot. It was an awesome experience.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you had the flu, you got banged up in a car accident, black and blue, and you did it anyways. Okay, so I want to dive into that real quick. Did you have any fears or doubts as you were creating that video?
Not when I was doing the video, because I thought, what do I got to lose, right? And if nothing else, the black eyes would make me stand out from all the rest, at least. What really got me, though, was once I was selected and I saw the rest of, the pack that I was going to get to share the stage with, fear really sat in when I saw their lengthy credentials and their expertise that they were going to bring. And I wasn't coming with any of that. And there was massive imposter syndrome that really took me over. And in my experience, they assign you a kind of like a speaking coach to kind of make sure you're getting through all the steps of preparation and putting your things together in the right way. And I remember calling him up and telling him, listen, I think you guys made a mistake. I really don't think I should be, doing this. I really think you guys picked the wrong person. And he was like, no. We want you. You are the right person. So that's really when the fear kicked in.
Kind of like Moses, just a little bit. Moses like, why me, Lord? Why me? I don't know, not me. I stutter.
I can't talk to these people.
I can't talk to them. Kind of like Moses. And Lord's like, look, I'm going to use you and your stutter, okay? Come on now. Come on, son. Can I get a come on,
son?
Okay,
we got it. Okay, let me break it out, y'all.
I like it. Son. I like it. Okay. I actually listened to your speech, and you had some talk in there about negative momentum. Okay.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. So I want you to tell our audience about negative momentum, because they maybe haven't seen it. So tell us a little bit about that. What does that mean to you, and where did that go?
Yeah, so negative momentum to me is when we are spiraling, but we're spiraling backwards. You know, everybody wants to go forward. Everybody wants to have momentum going ahead. But really, we can equally have as much momentum going backwards, destructive decisions, horrible thoughts, and self-language we tell ourselves, believing the lies of the enemy, and just kind of like letting ourselves gravitate towards that. We have this phrase that's floating around social media right now, perfection, not progress. And I feel like or progress, not perfection, sorry. And I feel like really what we should celebrate is direction, not perfection. Because I can progress myself into a big mess. So progress isn't, right? Drop the mic.
Mic drop.
It is not always positive progress. When we have positive direction, that's something to celebrate, right? Pace to the race. Who cares how fast you go? It's where you're going. And so negative momentum means we're pulled back. We're being pulled away from the things we're created to do and called to do and purposed to do. And that leads us into really dark spaces where we start to be disconnected from our own guts and our own gizzards, as my grandma would say. We don't know who we are anymore.
Yeah, Big Mama.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
okay, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, because your podcast is Live Revised, right? So how does taking that momentum, that direction, then translate into living revised? Can you tell us about living revised?
Sure. So actually the revelation of revision, that word came to me in a really unique set of circumstances. At the age of about 31, I found myself behind bars serving a 2-year sentence in an Indiana women's prison. Wow. And that is a whole nother story for a whole nother time. But while I was there, my life really turned around. God really got a hold of me and yanked me by the hair and said, "Come on, girl, we got something here for you. Don't you blow this, let me put you back, pull you out of the mire, pull you out of the clay, and put your feet on solid ground. Let's get going." And this word revision kept coming to me, because think about the prefix of re. Re means to redo, to get again, to get right, to start over. And you stick re in front of any word, and it means a revitalization. It means a renewing. And so revise to me meant, Christy, you are never done. There is always room for movement and growth and to help be a little better today than I was yesterday. It's not about the finish line, right? Because that's what we're all pushing for. But what we don't realize is when we say there's joy in the journey, the actual journey is where we get the growth and we get to celebrate. And so the revision part of us comes as we're taking those steps every day and just putting one foot in front of the other, getting just a little better than we were yesterday.
Yep,
Man.
another one.
Man, mine was a
Okay. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna get real. We're gonna get real quick. Me and you, Christy. We're gonna get real. I'm gonna get real with the audience too.
Get real.
Because I got something to share with the audience along the same lines. And you may not know this about me. This may be something you don't know about Trevor Houston. But when I was 13,
wow,
I was running amok, running crazy, and doing a bunch of.
Kid.
I was doing some crazy things. Okay. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I spoke like a child. I acted like a child.
Acted like a child.
When I became a man,
you got your butt
I put away my childish things. But when I was 13, I was a felon, and I was put behind bars twice, and I got in a lot of trouble. Can you imagine that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that about me. But God uses me too, and uses that story. And so, Christy, He's using you. And guess what? What did I say earlier about Moses? Y'all remember a story about Moses? Do you remember when Moses killed the Egyptian?
Oh.
And they cast him out, and he had to flee Egypt?
He had to go.
He had to go. And then God had to use him.
And he did.
So I just think that, Christy, I appreciate your vulnerability. That's not something I've shared with my audience. And so they don't know that about me, and they do now. So it's out there, y'all. You know now.
And you coined a phrase earlier right? About the pit, from the pit. And you want to tell the audience what that phrase is?
Yeah, I believe the enemy, right? He wants to keep us in the pit. And he wants to remind you, Trevor, of what you did when you were 13. And he wants to remind Moses what he did when he killed that Egyptian. He's real good about pulling out all the things to tell us why we can't, why we shouldn't, and why we should stay silent. But yet the things that are meant to keep us in the pit, God had a plan for us, right? It was Jesus that allows us to take what was in the pit and let it become our platform. Because the things that may be in our past, they can shape us, they can shade us, but they don't have to shackle us. And that comes with any mistake or setback we experience.
Golly. All right, I dubbed the Golden Mic episode. You got all the mics. All right,
we're out of mics.
We're out of mics.
We got to reload.
Oh my God!
Because each and every one of us are made by the same God that you're talking about, and He's given each and every one of us gifts. And guys, as we go, please look into that and see what your gifts are, so that you can apply those gifts. When you do, you do not have. That's your pedigree that you want. Me and Christie's kind of pedigree. I'm not pedigree, so hey.
Oh my gosh, we got to go to the audience and ask them a question, because they're like, wow, this is some. There have been mics thrown around.
Christina Matthews threw mics online. Wow.
All right, so okay. What's a good question that we can ask the audience that's related to what we've been talking about? What do you think, Mark? What's a good question?
Well, we mentioned this in part. Let's see if they maybe can get it. What was Christie's TEDx talk called?
Ooh.
Did we say that?
What was Christie's TEDx talk called? We mentioned it.
We mentioned it? We did mention it? Okay.
Smart, you can also look it up.
Wow, Mark just looked it up, y'all.
Oh, you can also look it up. He's saying Google it. Wait a minute. You're going to send people off the live stream to Google. What's wrong with you, Mark?
It's there. It's there in her profile, so some people are probably already on it. Jason Hopper's probably already got it.
Yeah, Jason probably already got it.
Come on, son.
All right. Was it revision?
Cat O'Toole got it.
Was it? No.
No,
Not revision.
It wasn't revision.
Talk title? What?
TEDx. So she wrote what the question was. The TEDx talk title.
She was just recapping that. Let's see. Revision. Everybody's saying revision. No, that's not it. Keep them coming. I'm going to do the...
Oh, wow.
Come on now.
Revision is the name of her podcast.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Live Revised. Revised is the name of her podcast. Jeff Vance. Jeff Vance.
Get it.
He says how to generate momentum from the inside out. Is that the winner chicken dinner?
Is that the one?
That's it.
That is it.
All right. Okay. Hey, Christy, tell Jeff what he just won.
Jeff, you are going to receive an ebook set that's all put together and aimed at helping you uncover your purpose, live it with passion, and to live revised every day.
All right.
The whole set. The whole set.
That's what you win, Don Pardo.
All right. So let's get back to this, because I want to reframe some of this for job search, because I know you got some advice too for these job seekers. So how do you stay motivated? Like, what advice would you give a job seeker, like, who's getting beat up? Like, how many of y'all job seekers, tell me in the comments, are you getting beat down? Does it feel like a beat down? Like, what would be some advice to help them get back up? Because people like me and you, we've been down. We've been kicked.
When
right?
you're down.
We got back up, right? So what advice would you give them?
I think one of the most critical things we can do for our lives, period, no matter what we're doing as far as job seeking, change, transition, season of life, is to keep what I like to call an atta-girl file for the boys in the house. It can be an atta-boy file, but this is something that you can go to that celebrates your successes. And I'm for real talking about a file. Like, write down your wins, keep track of your certificates, write down awards and recognition you received, comment cards, and print off things off your Facebook page. When people speak encouraging words to you, shove that in there. You need a source of truth in vulnerable spot that you're in when the enemy and the world in general wants to remind you of all the chinks and the holes in your armor. You need something to plug those suckers up. And your truth is that you are more than a conqueror, that you are meant for great things and destined for great things. And sometimes we need to tangibly be able to put that in our hands and be reminded of that. So keeping a great little list of strengths, successes, wins, awards, people who spoke truth over you, that is a go-to for keeping yourself truth and reminded of how really spectacular that you are. And we're not always so quick to brag about ourselves. We're not always so quick to talk ourselves up like that. But it's really the thing that can remind us that we deserve all the greatness that's waiting for us out there that our Father in heaven has for us. Woo! And it will be what keeps you going.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And then,
love that.
To follow up on that, the next thing you need to do is get that list out, all right? Get that folder out and start speaking it out loud, right?
Yeah.
Start to proclaim great things over your life. Tell God why you're thankful for all the blessings, because that's what it is. It's a folder full of blessings.
It's a folder
Yes.
full of
Right? And you're just going to start saying, God, thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for this, thank you for that.
Oh, you'll be there 3
Man,
weeks.
we just talked about this in Coach's Corner too.
Yep.
Today.
So I love that.
And to take it one step further, Trevor, I love to journal. And I know some people are big about it and some people are not. But even if you aren't a journaler, you can do this, and this will change your mindset. We all know about gratitude, right? So if you could write down 3 things each day that you are thankful for, specifically for that day, not just blanket stuff, but specifically what can you be grateful for of that day?
Okay.
But also come behind it and write 3 things that you're looking forward to the next day. So not only are you filling up your mind with grateful and gratitude things for that day, but you're setting your heart on hope and expectations of good things to come.
Woo! Yes.
Setting your heart on hope.
Love it.
That says it all right there. Gotta have hope.
Mindset. We talked about mindset. There you go. That's one way you can set that mind.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give a special plug to someone who has a formula for exactly what she just said. And the only reason I know about this is because I'm in Breakfast with Champions every morning with the man Glenn Lundy. And Glenn Lundy is trying to
100 grand.
He's trying to change the way people start their day, and it starts with the gratitude. So he has something called the Morning 5. And it's 5 steps to help you start and rebuild and to build an incredible life, okay?
Yep.
And you can actually go get a free download of this at themorning5.com. So special plug to Glenn Lundy, but I love what you said. That is awesome. So go to themorning5.com. You can get that. All right, let's talk about how do we find our purpose? Because, that's kind of a buzzword, purpose, passion, right? We all want that. Most people don't get that, okay? Most people just don't ever end up, getting to make some money and some cash flow off of what they enjoy. They say, 70% of Americans hate what they're doing for a living, something like that. So, how do we get there? Can you give us some steps maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it really comes with changing what we expect purpose to be about. Meaning we expect for purpose to come from our job title or, what we do with a 40-hour week. It is more about who you are in that 40-hour week than what you do in a 40-hour week. What I mean by that is you could have a 40-hour week mopping the floors at the Kmart. But if you know that your purpose is to encourage people, you're going to figure out how to encourage people while you're pushing that mop. And then all of a sudden, pushing the mop isn't about just pushing a mop. It's about that's the vehicle in which you get to show up to be the purpose that you are already, regardless of a job, regardless of a title. And so I use myself as an example. My gift, my calling, the reason why God put skin on my bones and set me on this planet is to encourage and empower other people. I didn't always get to do that as a motivational speaker. I got to do that writing newspaper columns, taking care of my family, volunteering in my community. I did answering phone and reception work for a law office. None of that stuff connected. But when I showed up to the day and said, Who am I going to see today that I can encourage and empower? Who am I going to encounter that I need to be that for? Then all of a sudden, answering the phone wasn't diminishing who I was or a punishment. It was the thing that elevated what I got to be about. So it's about applying yourself, not waiting for it to be applied to you.
Okay.
I love that.
I love that.
That is the truth, you guys. That is the flat truth.
She's speaking truth.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
she is.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And I love that. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. We talk this stuff all the time. But guys, why do we keep saying this?
Come on, son.
Yep.
Hit
Come
him
on,
with
son.
it. Come on, son. Woo!
Well, what I was going to say is, in Christie, I mean, this is what I'm getting from what you're saying, is that it's about stewardship, right? With the talents and the gifts and the blessings that we're given, and being the best that we can be at whatever it is that we're doing. And I know we probably all struggle with that, right?
Yeah,
There's
Sure.
always times when we could improve or maybe be more accountable. But especially for the job seekers, though, right? Are you being a good steward in your search, right? With the time and the things
You
that you're
darn
doing in your
tootin',
search.
because you got the blessing of time right now. Let me tell you something. All y'all job seekers listening to me right now, you got the blessing of time. There are so many people that we have met where there's been a death in the family or something has happened, okay? And God is giving you time right now to figure something out. I don't know what it is, right? But you would not believe the stuff we hear on a daily basis from job
Daily
seekers.
basis.
You're getting the time to figure out some kind of healing. There's something that God's trying to take you through, and you're in this season of your life for a reason, and you need to be asking the man upstairs, what is the purpose behind this season? Why? Ask him what it is. He'll tell you.
He will tell you.
So, all right, cool. So, okay, how do you communicate what you need in your job search season? Like communication. How do you communicate what you need?
I think one of the pivotal things is knowing what you need, right? You mentioned having time, and I love that because we see pause as punishment, and there isn't pause in there's no punishment in the pause right now if you're in this job seek position. Your role is still to show up every day and be the best you in serving the kingdom and doing what you're called to do, regardless of what that looks like. So there's no punishment in your pause right now. What there is opportunity for you to stand on this plateau. If life is a mountain and we're all climbing it, and we're all wanting to get to the pinnacle, we can't stand at the bottom of the mountain and know exactly every foothold we need as we go up that. What we are going to do is climb to the first plateau. We're going to reassess, we're going to rest and recover, and we're going to make the next plan of attack. And so if that's where you're at right now, and job seekers probably feel that way, they just kind of leveled out, then you are in the perfect position to rest and recover your heart, your mental self, your spiritual life, your relationships. And so this is a blessing. If we can see it that way, then we're going to feel empowered by it, not diminished by it. And so to answer your question, really getting the chance to sit with your own self and say, what do I need? And then when I am looking for that in a job, is it with the right motive? Am I looking for the thing to fulfill me, that which only my Heavenly Father can fulfill me, or my own self can fulfill me? Or am I really seeking out the things I feel like I need because it is truly where I feel like I need to step in or I need to shine? And being real honest with ourselves and what we want, what we need, and why we feel like that is what we need.
Did I tell you Christie was going to shake y'all up? She going to shake you up, boy. She going to get you.
Christie must have got in TEDx and made it TED double X.
Woo, yeah. Yeah, she going to
Christie,
TEDx.
you are letting what God gave you, that gift that God give you, flow. You're doing that.
Yes.
You're making an impact because God intended for it to be that way. He honestly, guys, and y'all don't be surprised, Foster said this, he did not intend us to live the way that we live today. And we're feeling it now because we wouldn't listen.
Okay, hold on. That's a
Yep.
mic drop for Foster in the house. The
Go,
job
Christie.
father. Hey, Christie, I just want to say thank you so much. I know the audience is feeling it because I'm feeling it. I hope y'all are feeling it. Let me know if y'all feeling it. Actually, do me a favor.
Oh my God, you
take
gotta
a
be feeling
screenshot right now. I want all the audience, do me a favor. I want you to take a screenshot of this episode with Christie up on the screen, and I want you to blow her up. I want you to post post it on social media, tag her. I want her notifications going bonkers. She's like, oh my gosh, because she needs to know the impact that she's having. So if she made any kind of impact in your life today, if you felt it, I need you to do that. Okay, screenshot, tag, post it. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Christy, thank you. We got to go to a real quick break. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, look, we got the pink chair in the house.
Mr. Pink Chair, guys.
Mystery pink chair.
Pink chair.
At Waldorf University, we are committed to helping you discover a path to success. Our flexible online degree programs give you the freedom you need and deserve. Take the first step and receive 25% off your first course today.
the 12-week program that you guys are putting together, and the wealth of information that you guys have provided completely revolutionized and transformed my knowledge and what I know I need to do to get my next career.
The Who You Know Network has helped me tremendously with my job search. They've really taught me how to connect with people, how to really network with people, especially in these times where it's a bit difficult. They also taught me some methods, some techniques to help me stand out from the crowd.
I was really discouraged, I was really depressed, but then I discovered the Who You Know Show community, and this has given me so much encouragement, so much hope.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
Whoa.
The Who You Know.
Who you know
can make all the difference in your job search.
Who is in that pink chair?
Mystery pink chair. All right, let me formally introduce Kristin Lobenstein. So Kristin is a financial and certified coach with the Career and Financial Services program at JFS. She brings her experience with career coaching, spouses of employees participating in company relocation programs, and personal financial coaching and life coaching to implement a best practices approach to serving her clients. Everybody welcome Kristin!
Nailed it! You got the last name right,
you did.
too.
You got the last name right.
Y'all like how I read that?
Yeah.
You guys start this day.
Yes, mental note.
Wow.
Nailed
okay.
it.
So, Kristin, before we dive in, okay, we're going to play another game. Okay, we're going to play it. We're going to play a game of Would You Rather. So this is for the audience, too. I want y'all to get involved. Would you rather be able to talk with animals or speak all foreign languages?
Oh, my God.
Talk with animals.
Yeah.
Oh, she was quick on that. She was like, oh, let me talk to the puppies.
I have 2 cats and a dog, and I would love to know what they're thinking. Absolutely.
Isn't
Absolutely.
that true?
You know, now that you say that, that's funny because, you know, Benjamin, our 2-year-old, is just starting to talk, and it's like, that's what he's been thinking. You know, it's like that's what's been going through Benjamin's mind.
But see, hold on. Babies would be
a language.
That would be the language.
Yeah. So I would be language. I would, if I could speak all of the languages.
All foreign languages or speak to animals.
I think all the languages. Like I would be, you know, that's a superpower. Yeah, that for sure is a superpower. Like just every single language.
I heard Google's got like an earpiece that translates, so not really that much of a superpower.
Yeah,
but if you could talk to babies, that'd be good. What do you think, Foster?
All the languages, all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
Even East Coast.
Hey, they say when you speak in tongues, that's what you're doing. Just saying.
Hey.
Just saying. Okay. I would probably talk with animals. I talk with animals too.
Don't you want to know what those animals are thinking about us every day?
Yeah.
I mean, humans have expressions and animals have expressions too, but they're not, we can't talk to them.
Plus, I want to know when that lion's finna eat me.
Yeah.
The lion's like, at the zoo. You're at the zoo, and he's
Yeah.
looking at you, just chilling.
See,
Yeah.
you don't know the weakness in that glass is right over there on the right-hand
That's
side.
right.
You don't know that.
He's like, I'm gonna eat you. Anyway, okay, we're getting crazy. Audience, I want to know from you, what would you rather,
Andy
animals
Chill.
or foreign languages? All right.
All right, well, let's just get this out of the way. So we just talked about this. Your maiden name is
Good,
what?
Jeff Vance. Good, man.
Your maiden name is
Watts.
Watts, and you
Watts.
told us where that's from. So where are you from?
I'm from California, Southern California, Los Angeles area, and my great-great-great-grandfather was Watts, and that town was on
Oh,
his,
wow.
that he had there was a train station on his property, and so that's
became
my
Watts.
family history. Yeah,
Wow,
a lot of
that's
family
really
history
cool.
in California, a ton.
So we were talking
Yeah.
about ancestry and all that earlier.
Yep.
But let's get to,
USC Trojan.
let's switch gears here real quick. Let's talk about some advice for these job seekers, because you know what, you're the expert. Okay, you're the true expert.
She works with Jason Hopper.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And Mitch Jacobs.
So
Yep.
so I want to
And,
know,
Mitch, man.
since the pandemic,
Yep.
right, kind of shook things up. People got their cages rattled, right?
Their budget's rattled.
Budgets rattled, all kinds of stuff.
A lot of rattling going on.
What are some of the pressures and some of the things that you've seen, and maybe some things that you would help people with?
Well, it's interesting. Even prior to the pandemic, we talk about this in our Monday webinars. 67% in this one survey that we had, or that I read, 67% of people felt insecure about their money. And this was, people making $140,000 a year. And this was 2019, October.
Great.
So imagine all of these people going into a pandemic.
Right.
Right? So people, we've talked to people who have never been without a job. Like, this is completely foreign territory. Like, I have always transitioned from job to job. I've never been unemployed. I don't even know how to manage this process. So that's what our coaches are doing. They're helping everyone, as many people as we can possibly see, manage through this process. And financially, it's huge, because even though, some folks were lucky enough to get unemployment, not everyone has, but even those on unemployment are still, that is going to stop. And so that's the pressure of, that's the deadline, right? What if I don't get a job by the time I run out of unemployment?
Yeah, you got a runway, and it's, your job search runway is only as long as your financial runway.
Absolutely.
And you feel like the clock is ticking, and you feel like you're in quicksand, and you feel like the harder you're struggling, the quicker you're sinking. We know that the financial side of it impacts people in a lot of ways, and they carry it into their interviews.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So a lot of people during the pandemic are probably in that category that they had never had to look for a job. The world was flipped upside down. Now all of a sudden they're in their first job search, maybe ever. What do you tell them? How do you help them navigate that?
So on the financial coaching side, because I also do life coaching, but on the financial coaching side, we start with a budget.
Yep.
Like, where are we at? Where can we look at flexible spending and cut back flexible spending? Grocery store, eating out, entertainment. And we don't do this to say we're going to restrict your budget. We do this to say we need to evaluate it and get down to what are your basic needs. So where do you have to be? Food, water, shelter. I say that all day. Food, water, shelter. Where do I have to be? So this is our minimum, right? This is our minimum. Then we go, where would you like to be? Maybe it was your old salary. Maybe you want to pay off debt. Maybe you want to take a vacation at some point again, right? So that's our ideal. Now we have a range. And I always tell my clients, employers have a range. Why shouldn't you have a range? You should have your own range. And that minimum, lets us know, okay, if we hit a time period where we haven't found the ideal job with the ideal salary, then we know what we have to look backward toward. And that's okay. As long as you walk into that interview and you've got this information and you've got clarity,
Right.
You're coming in as a fully functioning human. And the reason why people are struggling in some of these interviews is because, like you just said, all of that's coming with them.
Yep.
Because they're scared about their finances.
Well, that's something that's huge, right? We know that fear, it's like a boulder on their shoulder.
Monkey on their back.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the monkey on the back, the boulder on your shoulder, and they do carry it in. So besides like just budgeting, what are some other things that people can do to kind of like alleviate some of the fears? Like, or do you feel, are people coming to you? Are they asking for guidance? Or do you have, because money's a sensitive subject, right? Like money, politics, and religion. Sensitive, right? So, so are people coming and seeking out, or are you having to go reach out? Like, what does that dynamic look like for you personally?
No, that's awesome. So first of all, we have our webinar, 3 times a week, and we talk about career search and resume and all that. We talk about financial coaching, and we open it up for questions. There's a million questions for the career search. There's no questions for financial coaching because no one wants to say,
they don't want to get vulnerable.
Exactly.
So to go along with that, how many, maybe you have a percentage or just a rough kind of guesstimate as to how many people actually have a budget, just a basic budget that you talk with?
Okay, so I can just speak to my own clients, 10%.
10%.
And I carry about 30 clients at any one time, so I would say about 10% come into it with a budget. But we offer it's free financial coaching.
Free 99, hold on.
Yes. Free financial coaching to every client that comes in through intake. So if they come in for career coaching, we automatically call them and we say, hey, guess what? Financial coaching is included. Some people will say, I'm pretty good. Like, I don't really need financial coaching. And then I talk about what financial coaching does. And, the minute I say, this could be you in an interview, please just hire me. I need a job. Please, please, please.
Oh, yeah.
You think you're not saying that. You're not verbalizing that. But it's coming across in everything because you're scared. You're feeling like you're feeling insecure, and our goal is to help you walk into there with a sense of confidence. And we do that by offering you clarity.
Yes.
Getting
I've got a
control over your
question.
budget.
Go ahead.
Guys, I'm going to throw a curveball.
Do it.
Because we see this. You guys know that Andy Cook and I work together quite a bit. So here's the deal. A lot of people, a lot of job seekers automatically start thinking, I got to cut back. And during that time, it's not a bad thing. But when you get out there and you do the things that you need to be doing in the Dallas market, I'm not saying it's just in Dallas, it's Chicago, and New York, and LA, I hope. And guys, listen to this. You guys get out there and you get a job and you exceed your past salary by $20,000, $30,000 a year. That is when you really need to talk to Kristin. Can we prepare for the future?
Whoo! That's a whoop! There you go, Foster.
And here's the thing, too, and I'd like to get your thoughts on this because my opinion, this is just my opinion, is that your search is your job, that's your company. You are a business owner and your search is the business. How many businesses, you guys ask yourself this, how many businesses are out there that don't have their balance sheet
Absolutely.
prepared?
I'm going to give you one for that.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. And to your point about mindset, I want to hear your thoughts on this. So I talked to the job seekers about what I call $10 million mindset. Okay, and it's hard to visualize $10 million. It's a lot of money, right?
You said yes, and you said this in one of your posts recently. I love that.
So $10 million, so you have to really kind of close your eyes and really think about $10 million in your bank account. You don't have to work, but if you were going in for an interview, what questions would you ask? How would your interview be different if you had $10 million in the bank?
Absolutely. It would be completely different.
Completely different.
You would be relaxed. You'd be like, whatever. I want to counter that for a second.
Okay, cool. I like this.
This is my life coaching side.
Yes, let's go.
I love it.
That if you are coming in with $10 million in the bank and you're so relaxed, you're like, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Here's what you're not showing the employer, or even if we're talking about a networking contact, you're making, some networking communications. You're not all in. And if you're not all in, your employer gets that you're not. I mean, how many of you guys, like myself, you recruit, right? You talk to people all day long.
So you want somebody,
when someone's not all in.
You want somebody hungry but not desperate.
Yes.
Boom.
Exactly.
Hungry but not desperate.
Okay, I got another corollary. I like that. Because guys, think about what the scenario that we just set up. You had $10 million. You're relaxed. You're interviewing for that job. You're thinking, I'm gonna be okay if I don't get this job. If they don't choose me, it's okay. But you know what? God promised us that He's gonna take care of us. And you know what? That is more than $10 million in the bank.
Yes,
y'all knew that I was gonna say that. I'm saying it for a reason. I don't make the money I used to make. Ooh, I used to make some good money.
Yeah. You there, boss.
So I like this. This is a full circle conversation.
full
We're gonna
circle.
get this because she's saying
Christy started this.
she's
Yes,
saying
he did.
be hungry
Hard
but
act
don't
to
be
follow.
desperate.
Right.
And you're saying, look, God's promise is worth more than 10 million.
A whole lot more than 10
So
million.
you should go in that interview feeling like $1 billion, more than $1 billion, trillions of dollars. You should go in feeling like, whoa, I got God's promise behind me.
I'm with God. Money, money. I got God
Yeah, if God's for me, who can be?
against me.
Can I
Way
tell you
up
a
in the
quick
air.
story?
Yeah, sorry. Back to Kristin.
But
Yeah.
eyes on me, guys. Eyes on me. No, just so I worked with a client, and so did one of our career coaches, and I love this story because this says it all. Okay, so this is a guy that was making quite a bit of money, and he was laid off in the pandemic, right?
Right.
He had some credit card debt. We worked on, his budget. He wanted to get right with his budget. He wanted to get, he's looking at how am I going to pay credit cards off and all of that, since I'm unemployed. He was on unemployment, so we're trying to figure out how do we make the unemployment work and et cetera. So we start working through the process, and he gets a job, right? He's all excited, he gets a job, but and this is, the successful guy, right? He's making $100,000 less a year than he did before.
Okay.
$100,000 is a lot of money.
It is, yep.
So do I take it? Do I not? So we go back through the budget. Okay, this is what is here's the outcomes. Here's what we're looking at, et cetera. December, they extend unemployment, which we didn't know back then if they were going to do that. So
That's right.
he's working toward a deadline of December, and he in January gets a call from his previous employer, and they said, "We want you back. We're going to reinstate your salary. We'll give you a little bit more," because he already had a job. And you know what? He said no. He called me and he goes, what do I do? What do I do? So we talked it through, and the fact was the money wasn't as valuable to him at that moment as his happiness. He was so content. He was in a smaller company. He had more access to the CEO. He felt better about himself in this job than he ever did in the other job. So we look at money, we value money, but money, every survey tells us, every study tells us, behavioral science tells us, money isn't going to make you content and happy in your job.
Boom.
I love that story.
But I like
love
it
that story too. Yeah.
Because he went, he
ain't worth it.
He went with the real currency.
Exactly.
It's not just the money, y'all.
And guys, we hear this, but try it. Try the Spirit by the Spirit.
Yep. And I think it's so important that people go, sit down, get their budgets out, get your highlighter out if you got to. All right, start highlighting those statements if you need to. Do what you got to do. Get your Excel spreadsheet. They actually got apps for this kind of stuff too. I'm sure you've got tools that you use with your clients.
I do.
Right? Like
Free.
And so, guys, the information's out there. You've got free resources out here.
Apps free.
Yes.
Free 99.
$3.99.
And it's important to just at least go through the exercises to know where you're at. Okay?
Yes.
Just know where you're at. And I don't care if you don't have that much money. Maybe you're like, I don't really got that much money. Well, even more important to get through and know where you're at. Like, you might need to go sit down with somebody, right? It doesn't matter if you got, $50,000 or $50 million. You need to go, it's everything to you. That's all you got.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Make your own range.
Yeah.
It's about walking in, again, we've all been there as interviewers, right? When you're coming in as a fully functioning adult, you know what you need, you know what you need to earn, you know where you're at from a budget standpoint, you feel, you've got this. That person walks into the room.
Yep.
And all I'm seeing is a fully functioning adult as a recruiter. Now we can focus on the job. But if there's any sense that you are feeling a little out of, balance,
Yeah.
from that perspective, employers are going to pick up on it, and your networking partners are going to pick up on it.
Oh,
How many times have you said, you hear from a job seeker who says, I called that person 2 days ago and they still haven't called me back. Why haven't they called me back? Because they also have a life, like you do. That's coming from the sense of desperation and insecurity. But we can help with that. We work with people to help them feel more secure about their job search and about their finances. We have wraparound services.
Don't y'all want to get more zen? Right, you want some you want a little bit more peace, a little more tranquility, a little bit more zen in your job. So you need some of that. You need
Zen. Wow.
You need some zen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You need peace.
You need peace.
Absolutely.
Peace.
There's a couple places you can get some peace. I know a Prince of Peace. I know where you can get that. There's a couple places you can get some peace. But go hook up with Kristin over here. She'll get you some peace too. Right?
Absolutely.
Peace of mind, right?
Peace of mind.
So guys, we really appreciate that. Let's do this real quick because we're running out of time.
Okay.
If everybody can go,
yeah,
and do us a favor. Let's take a screenshot again. I want us to do this. Let's take a screenshot of Kristin. Let's
Lobenstein.
Yep, and let's tag her in the photo when we post it on social media. And I want you to tell everyone how much you learned and all these mic drop moments and how much fun you had. And I want her notifications going bonkers. And you can also tag Jewish Family Services (JFS). Tag them.
Yes.
Because special shout out to JFS. We love y'all. Thank you so much.
Kristin, what is the website URL for
JFSDallas.org?
JFSDallas.org, guys. .org.
Up on the screen. Hey guys, we hope we've made a huge impact in your lives today. We hope we've lifted you up. We hope we pumped you up.
And we're going to keep doing it.
Scale of 1 to 10, let us know. 1 being like, again, I don't even know why I'm here, to 10 being I am on cloud 9. You guys have totally done the trick. Let us know how you're doing, 1 to 10.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank
and I want to
you,
give some
Kristin.
shout outs to the audience before we roll out of here. Let me refresh.
Jim Ballard, what is going on?
Meg says 9. Robin says, thank you, Kristin. We appreciate you. Lori Rest says, thank you, Kristin.
That made a lot of sense.
Michael, good to see you here. He says you have to focus on what's in your circle of control.
Yes.
Michael, that is a very thoughtful comment. We appreciate you.
Is at 100.
You know what? I forgot to ask. We did the mic drops. Did we have any kind of giveaway or anything?
We don't.
We don't?
We are already free.
They're already free. That was a setup. That was a setup question, y'all. Setup. $3.99.
$3.99.
Go get you some. That's all I'm saying.
JFSDallas.org. It's free.
Shout out to Lena Stutz, Christina, David. He says he's an 8.
Krista Kirshner.
Greg says he's a 9. Jeff says a 10. Of course, Jeff won some coaching or something. What did he win? Something from
Jeff has
Christie.
had some impact
the book series.
Yeah, the series.
Wow.
Yep.
Go, Jeff.
Bad. Mike says, great show. Jason Hopper says, mic drop. Lori West says, more free.
Hey,
more free.
That's
Before we go, William McLaughlin, I saw you're a 3 right
did you
now.
see that?
I saw that. Guys, lift William McLaughlin up. Lift him up in prayer. Reach out to him. William, we love you.
Yes.
We're here for you.
100.
The network is here for you.
Hey, we're a family, so I want you to do something. We're a family. Everybody, I want you to, reach out to William. Reach out to him. Send him a DM. We love you, William.
A lot of you guys know William.
We love you, William, and you're part of the family. So, yes, let's do that. If everybody could, each one reach one.
Each one.
That's right.
And today, though, our one is William. Today's for you, William. All right, we appreciate
Help
you.
one person every day, Mark.
Help other people every
Help
day.
other people every day.
Yep.
Hope.
I love that.
Each one, reach one.
You hear me?
All right, guys.
That's the show.
That's the show.
What's it about? What's
it's
it about?
all about
Who
you
Get
knew.
that mug. Get that.
Yeah, come on, son. Trevor Houston here, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. We hope you've been inspired, encouraged, educated, and entertained all at the same time. For information on our different events, workshops, partners, or partnership opportunities available, check out whoyouknow.show for more details. And be on the lookout for our new mobile app coming soon. You never know how this show could help someone you know? And if we've made an impact or put a smile on your face today, don't forget to hit that share button on your way out. Until next week, it's all about who you know. Bye!